Hello guys, and welcome back to another review. And today we are playing against Frog Monarchs again, or Frog Hero, and let's see how it goes. So he goes first. Not the greatest hand from him. Yeah, I can probably just pass or set the Raigeki break, but I would probably just pass in his position here. See what he does. Shuffles the hand, okay. Yeah, just pass, seems reasonable. I think I just said Churchill, don't bother setting a back row. Yeah, just, like you could set back row, but I either set like one, then like, the one would probably be a Solomon and just like, randomly gets MST'd, it just doesn't really do much, and you could set two, and then like, you have to Solomon a heavy storm, and then only down half for no real reason, so I think, yeah, just setting this, he's obviously kinda acting like he might have Gores, so I don't really want make that live. I don't have anything like Mirror Force to immediately deal with that. If he has Gores plus like something like a Monarch, he also deals with my Churchill, so yeah, I don't really want to have all that. Because he didn't have Gores, but he does have it now. Okay, this is just weird, setting the Mirror Fusion here. Yeah, generally not the greatest thing to do here. Whether set the Raigeki break. But yeah, no, it just seems wrong. There's no way to really justify this right now. And now he sets a dust shoot, that's fine. Draw heavy storm, which doesn't really do much. And yeah, we probably just pass this. Still nothing we can really do here. As the Duke Frog, it's gonna set that, that's fine. And okay, just go for this, it's fine. We tag in, and yeah. Yeah, you see why you don't set Mirror Fusion here? Just turned off his Gores for no reason. I see, I think he said this before he drew the Gores. No, I think he said he already had the Gores, right? So it's just very bad of a play. And you probably just set, maybe set two to play around a potential, or even everything to play around a potential Raigeki break here. No, we just don't set the dust shoot. That also seems wrong. But yeah, I guess we don't want him to discard Treebond Frog or something with a Raigeki break and then like a Monarch or Caius, something like that. Right, yeah, anyway, this is also fine. Alright, yeah, okay, no. No. I was thinking like maybe don't set this because you could Monarch a back row, but I can just chain this to the Braincon normally. If we were anticipating the Braincon, which I wasn't necessarily, but that's it. Okay, so yeah, he puts back his Miracle Fusion, sets Yada, so I guess he doesn't really skip a draw phase, but kinda does. He chains Yada, that's fine. Don't say this storm is really gonna do much anyway. And okay. Doesn't have a monster on grave, unfortunately, yet. Okay, so I take the swap here, and then he's probably gonna activate the heavy. We're gonna. Oh, we could have solemned here, but yeah, doesn't really matter that much. I think we want to pay half a life here, and yeah, just like reducing the damage is fine. We can still go for the Book of Life next turn, I guess. Yeah, obviously would not have wanted to lose the Solemn there for free. It was still like a neck 1 for us, now like a neck 2 that we lost this, but I probably like it's better to keep the life at this moment in time. And yeah, if we draw something like this, we're still in a very fine spot. Okay, so here he can obviously sink. He should probably hit the diva here or just wait for me to make the synchro. That's okay, but also makes my dad more dangerous. Okay. And it still doesn't have a monster engrave, unfortunately, so the Book of Life doesn't do anything. That's unfortunate. Okay. And then he just attacks the goblin zombie. I imagine we get another goblin to make the Dark Armed alive anytime soon. And for some reason he didn't set the Treeborn. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like he saw my hand recently enough, so yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Anyway, we can just go for the Dark Armed and Goyo here, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so we put his Riser in the grave so we don't have to stack for Plague, but can use the Book of Life, very nice. And yeah, then yeah, if he draws like a hero, he's in a somewhat fine spot, but still not amazing for him. So yeah, we just go and attack here, search Mizuki. Check, take the Gores, and then pop the token, I imagine. And yeah, like his best draw here is Miracle Fusion, and even then, like he has a trade with the Dark Armed, and then we still have Mizuki Plague, so yeah, I think we would still win even then. Yeah, even if we do the hero there for the Miracle Fusion. Okay. Okay, so our hand doesn't do a whole lot here, and he has a pretty good hand, so looks like we might go to game 3 here. There's not really much to say. Our hand just doesn't really do anything. Can hope he maybe goes for like a Monarch into a Rug, but that's about it. Yeah, even this doesn't work now. Okay. Yeah, we just deep prison that. It's rough, but can't really do much right now. Okay, now a Goblin Zombie would cook here, but I don't think how this game plays out. Let's see. Does he go for the uni? Yes, okay. Oh, yeah, this is where compose is not great in this game stage. And yeah, at least we can like get the extra summon off of the ultimate offering, so that's nice. And yeah, you can't summon that. And yeah, we just draw Gale, which doesn't do anything here. And here's some way to game, I guess. Yeah, it's just like another Miracle Fusion, which is crazy here. So he has all the gas, and we were missing like at this point we were missing only a Goblin Zombie, but yeah, we were just really drawing a slow hand, like all things together. Okay, sets draw a Geki Break, but doesn't have a great discard here. Obviously, just Stardust is pretty good here. Couldn't Regeki break the play because then we can just stack for it. And yeah, now yeah, we just do this. He can summon the. Does he go for the? Yeah, he has the MST plus penalty swing, but it's fine. Like we got Reaper into Caius next turn if he doesn't draw another Caius here. So yeah, here we like a weird. Here we have like a weird choice to make if we bounce this or if we just want to Caius it. I decide to bounce it because yeah, I think we still survive a Monarch, but it's actually a mistake because we would be dead to Miracle Fusion. But yeah, luckily we don't get punished here, and yeah, he just draws a swap frog, and now we can just go for game with the return here. So yeah, that was pretty nice. Yeah, my name is Bill by me, but it's bound to happen when you grind the ladder that much. So all good. Overall, yeah, the third game he didn't draw that well, I guess. I guess he had swap Stratos sub, right? That was pretty decent. And yeah, I guess like we saved the turtle, and then that was pretty good, right? He couldn't get over it afterwards, and yeah, we could get a search, I think, as well. So things went pretty well there. That's always nice. Okay. Let's see what else we got here for the next duel. We already played Qua. We have actually another 10-win streak, but that's a new one. So maybe that will be a series, but I'm not sure. So it's leave 23. Okay, so then let's play against. Let's see what Rain 48 did. Lots of numbers today. I don't think this guy was actually on Frogs, even though he has a substitute avatar. But I might be wrong. Oh yeah, this is actually against Quickdraw. Looks like Swifty-esque. I don't think Swifty is on Snowman, personally. But yeah, obviously people will make their own tech choices, and that's reasonable. And yeah, we just started with set offering in case we draw like a goblin zombie, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, like first turn, didn't really wanna set the D prison. I think this is fine here. Would have been good into the starters, but it's fine honestly here. And yeah, this was correct now. Right, we had like Book of Life is also card we can draw a goblin zombie. Sangan honestly also would have worked. So yeah, lots of cards that would have helped, and this is definitely a good one here. And yeah, we just sent the goblin zombie, activate Book of Life, and then yeah. There's like many ways to go for this here. Let's see which route we choose. Just go blood here. Okay, I will have the brain control to take the starters. Sure. Then we can do that easily here, and then bounce the blood. Use both of these. Yep. Then I can just get another 6-star. Why? Tribute to Goblin Zombie. Get back. I guess we can't get a 6-star. We can just get an 8-star here, but that's fine. Yeah. And get all this, like if he somehow survives. We have the starters as defense. So that was nice. Okay. Looks like he's not playing traps, just playing the one treacherous. So it's kind of a bit of a Joshua Schmidt approach, it seems. Okay, we got the Goblin Zombie. He got 1 for 1. Okay, I don't know what that does for him. I guess he plays Cyber Valley or something like that. Okay. He just sets Treeborn. He does have Gores. Yeah, okay, and he also has Double Crow. So yeah, we changed the card to Haunted, but he has the Crow as well. So that's pretty unfortunate. And then we lose here. It also has Brain Control, so that's pretty rough. Yeah, Brain Control and Kai's. That's just too much. That was too much comeback potential from him. I think I messed up the life points here a little bit. But yeah, it's not gonna matter. We're gonna lose anyway. Okay, yeah. So let's see how the last game goes. So we are going first. Probably just setting Goblin Zombie here first turn. Best thing into like a Raikou or a set Dandelion or something like that. And okay, just has MST, which doesn't really do anything here. And yeah, we're probably just gonna go for the Caius and then banish his monster, and then he doesn't really have anything going on. So that's nice. Yeah, I think this is just like kinda gonna be like he's not gonna get into this game ever. Just one of those hands. We just have to set monsters, so he's also on Rykos. Interesting. Not like Swifty. Um, so yeah, still MSD not really doing much. Crow not doing anything. Braincon could potentially do something if he draws a conversion, but I don't think he does. So yeah, he's just setting Sangan here, and I believe we're just going for the creature swap here. With the okay, I would do go for the foolish, expecting Crow probably after he had like double Crow in the last game. I'm just like this guy has all the Crows, and he does, but that's fine. We're just going for the creature swap here and give him the tomato, and this is not quite Lisa, unfortunately. And I think we just go for Goblin Zombie here to have like our engine as online as possible. Administrators, which would have been a good card for him to draw. And then yeah, that's just over. Like he can do, he does some weird play here. We have to Crow for the Miracle Fusion play. Then we have, yeah, it's just thinking about adding Quickdraw, but yeah, it wouldn't have really done much anyway. We just get the Kai's back. We still have the Plague. This game was pretty much over at this point. So, okay. Do we do another replay? I think we do. Because then maybe the next part can actually be the final part of the series. And we can maybe move on to other things. Let's see. I don't really know what yet, but we will see. I think I skipped this here. Yes, so we had Frogs, Quick Draw, and what are we playing against now? I don't know. Let's see. So we got Lunich and Jinochi. Okay, oh, actually another Glad Beast, so that's always interesting, right? Yeah, I think he's probably gonna make like some misplay again. I think most of the Glad Beast players did against me. So that's nice for us, I guess. But he might just walk with the Geos the first game. So his hand's just that broken with the Heavy Storm. Yeah, I think he's just gonna kill me here. Out advantage me at least. You know, Snowball type Glad Beast stuff it's gonna be. Although I think he let me like almost come back into this game, if I remember correctly, but it's not gonna work out because we don't really draw any great actionable cards. Yeah, so he's gonna let me have the Heavy Storm here. But yeah, it's not gonna risk too much in the Mirror Force, which is fair. And yeah, still can't get over the Hoplimus, and yeah, it's just like kinda still top decking, right? You can get just needs to find like a bestiary or something at this point, and we're cooked. Does find Stratus, which is also pretty good against Mizuki here. I do decide to hold the Book of Moon. I'm not gonna book the Stratus here, I think, because yeah, we want to keep the Book of Moon for the Prisma, basically. But yeah, there's just not much we could have done. We had to like crash there, maybe get the synchro play going, but that didn't really work out. We would have just been able to go for the Geysers next turn. He could have hoped that he's too scared to do it, but I mean, we were probably losing this game anyway. Okay, so here's an interesting interaction, I think. Yeah, just let him know that I have Turtle to like do compulsory when he attempts to leave the battle phase. Yeah, you have to like basically announce your intent to end the battle phase before being able to activate a Glad effect. So yeah, this does work. Like I write him in the chat, and yeah, we do have started road. No, it's 7 tools, so we can just swing into this here. And yeah, he just attacks the turtle, which I don't know if that's correct. Can't tag out into my Milo, so it's just gonna have to be a Laquari, which doesn't do a whole lot here. I guess it's fine. Ah, yeah, maybe this was not correct to take out into the Goblin Zombie because of that. Because if he had gone for Ilbret, like he could have Mamillot if he didn't have it in hand, and then couldn't really have done much else, so would have still like gotten cooked by the Zombie Master. But not that cooked, I guess. You would have to discard a Dark Arm to get Turtle back, then I guess somewhat, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine to get Goblin Zombie anyway. And yeah, now the Dark Bribe just at a drop Raincon, and yeah, the Satyr Tooth's just gonna cook him here. We're gonna negate his Solemn. And that's the end of the game. It's nice when the tech cards work sometimes. Okay, so we get Torrential and Mirror Force on the first turn set. That's kinda like putting it all out there, I guess. And yeah, for some reason this guy, yeah, he's just like a little cautious here. Like you just, yeah, you're like risking less cards, but you're also playing into more stuff, right? So that's always weird, but I guess he still has the bestie play anyway on the next turn, so it's fine. The Geyser's bestie play on the next turn anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't have Book of Life either, so it's not that much of a risk for him. Okay, and we just trade with the Mirror Force, which is pretty nice to get rid of that with the Reaper, but still we're kind of exposed to like what's it called, Secutor play or something like that. Yep, which is what he's going for. And let's see what he does here. And yeah, I think this is where he made the biggest misplay, actually. He's not gonna set the Book of Moon, and he's gonna leave me with something to crash the turtle with, so yeah, I guess he wanted more spell negates. Felt more afraid of that than of the Crash Pyramid Turtle. But yeah, I just leave both of these in attack position as well. Could just lift. And also Darius, which like I can go Turtle run over, Crash, and then get Zombie Master run over that as well. So I can't even like end of battle phase my Mirror Me. So yeah, it's just like the worst option he could have gone for. So we're just gonna take advantage of that and do exactly as I said. Just get the Zombie Master, run over the Darius, and then pitch the Plague Spreader Zombie, make a Bryonic, probably discard the Illblood, and then yeah, we're looking kind of good. Not like still the worst position if he top decks a decent card for him, but let's see how it goes here. I just top decks another book, which doesn't do much really. And yeah, we decide to go for the Plague here. Torrential's already gone, yeah, so. And there we go for Goyo, and we searched Mizuki here, awesome. And at this point, I think he has Bestiary Engrave, right? So I'm actually gonna go for Mizuki on the Spirit Reaper here, in case he has like a Gladiator Beast already in hand. Yeah, I guess which wasn't that likely that he had that anyway. Because then he would have just gone for the book anyway, right? Yeah. Well, I guess it's fine. That was just what I was thinking. Maybe it's like not a reasonable read to have, but that was what I had anyway at that moment. Always good to take cards away from the opponent anyway. Yeah. Like if he draws a Glad Beast, we're kind of screwed anyway because he just goes for the Gazaris, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know, maybe the Ilblood would make us less screwed into Gazaris. Possibly. But yeah, it would still be a losing position if you did get guys there is established. And yeah, we just attack here. Just bounce one to get rid of the deep prison, and then the Book of Moon before we like flip and change any positions. Don't want to flip the go here before you use the Brownic there because of Book of Moon, of course. And yeah, you didn't have deep prison, just had like a bluff Starlight Road. And that's how we take the game. That's pretty nice. So yeah, we had Gladiator, Beasts, and Frogs, and Quickdraw today. So that was a nice session. Next we'll probably also go over the losing replay and then have like 2 more wins before that. And then I guess I'll see you guys when it's time for that. But for now I say bye bye.